Alrighty guys, we're back for some Rakdos Aggro, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, hopefully briefly, there's a lot going on here, then hop into some standard ranked, because I do think it's good enough for ranked. I don't know though, I haven't tested it at all. That being said, the ranks just reset, so even if it's not good, it doesn't really matter. First things first, guys, before I go over the deck, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Redcat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally, we do got that sub goal set all the way up at 1,000, so if you want to help us reach that goal, then please consider subscribing, especially if you enjoy the content. It is much appreciated, friends. Yes, speaking of that goal, y'all are crushing it. Holy cow. Thank you so much for all that support, guys. Seriously, all the recent subscribers, everyone who stops by and drops a like, drops a comment, or just watches the video all the way through. You guys are champions, so thank you so much. Okay, what do we got in the deck here now that the YouTube stuff is out of the way, right? We got a couple Bloodchief's Thirst because removal is important, and like, there's a lot it can hit, right? Luminarch Aspirant and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that removal is going to be important. Only a couple of them because I wanted to stick to the aggro, though. We got 4 Eyetwitch, 4 Fireblade Chargers, and 4 Goldhounds. Really spicy top end here, and all 3 of those cards work wonders with our Life of Toshiro. One of my favorite black cards from Neon Dynasty, if not my absolute favorite, and it's completely underplayed, guys. So the first 2 turns, you can give target creature +2/+2, or you can give a target creature -1/-1, or if all else fails, you could just gain a couple life. And then on the 3rd turn, it turns into Memory of Toshiro, which is an all-right creature. Like, at least it's a creature. At least it slams onto the board as something, right? So the +2/+2 works great with all 3 of our 1-drops, and you guys can see why. I don't really have to point that out. It's just really spicy, right? We have 3 Deadly Disputes. I didn't want to lean too heavy into the sacrifice theme of Rakdos here. Let me rearrange these a bit more. But Deadly Dispute is just so good, especially with there's other ways to get like treasure tokens in the deck, so being able to sacrifice an artifact instead of one of your creatures could be handy, and drawing is really important. But like I said, I didn't want to lean too far into the sacrifice theme. We have 4 Tenacious Underdogs, brand new card here with a Blitz 4. You get to pay 2 life, as though that's a good thing, right? You may cast Tenacious Underdog from your graveyard using its Blitz ability. So yeah, you kind of don't care about that 2 life when you get to Blitz this in. For anyone who doesn't know what Blitz is, if you cast it for its Blitz cost, it gains haste, and when it dies, you draw a card, and then you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We got Riveteers Requisitioner, 2-drop 3/1, and it has Blitz 3. When it dies, create a treasure token. Pretty nice. These Blitz abilities are really going to come in handy in a deck like this. We got 4 Body Droppers here, a black and a red for 2/2. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Body Dropper. So you can see like why there's still like cards to sacrifice in the deck. So the Blitz counts as a sacrifice for Body Dropper, right? Deadly Dispute counts as a sacrifice, and then we'll go over the rest here. But it also has another ability. You can tap a black and a red, sacrifice another creature, and then Body Dropper gains Menace until the end of turn, which could come in handy. You never know. That Menace ability might just win you a match or 2. On the top end here, yeah, just 3 drops, right? Very cheap cards in this deck. 2 Fable of the Mirror Breakers. So it's mainly in here because, well, 1, you can get that treasure token off the 2/2, but number 2, the Reflection of Kikijiku works really well here because the token is actually sacrificed at the beginning of your next end step, again working with the Body Dropper and doing some really spicy things with like Riveteers Requisitioner, where when it dies you get a treasure token. So if you copy the Requisitioner, that's pretty cool actually, right? Yeah, so just a couple of them though. Got a Kazuul's Fury here because you never know when you're going to drop the body of a Body Dropper onto the opponent's face, and it might just win you the match, right? So Kazuul's Fury, going to drop that in the mana base. And finally, we are playing with the new Ob Nixilis, the Adversary card. I don't even know if I have to go over it because everybody has been playing with this card, and it's pretty absurd. So Casualty X, as you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power X. When you do, copy this spell. The copy isn't legendary and has starting loyalty of X. So pretty cool. You sacrifice an Eyetwitch and you get a 1 loyalty Ob Nixilis, which is, yeah, that's no joke. And of course you get the learn off the Eyetwitch too, right? So what does Ob Nixilis do? You can +1 it, and each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or a devil, you gain 2 life. So generally speaking, you might want to -2 one of the Ob Nixilis and then +1 the other one, but it really depends on the situation for sure, right? Because there is another devil in the deck, which is Body Dropper. I believe that is the only devil / demon. But yeah, Body Dropper counts, so you get to gain life if Body Dropper's on the board too, which is pretty cool, right? And then, yeah, so -2, create that 1/1 devil. When it dies, deal 1 damage to any target. This card's ridiculous, bro. And then -7, I wouldn't worry about too much because the ultimate abilities on Planeswalkers, I just never get to ultimate a Planeswalker. But you never know, so -7, target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. You could potentially get that last bit of damage through to the opponent, or if you're really desperate, you could draw 7 cards yourself, right? In the mana base, we do have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant, an Abandoned Mire, a Den of the Bugbear, a Crucible of Defiance, and of course that Kazuul's Fury that I went over, as well as our dual lands. I don't think we're going to have any issues with mana in this deck, like, at all. I believe it, yeah, 21 total, but like with Goldhound and Deadly Dispute and Requisitioner potentially just fixing our mana or ramping us, yeah, I don't think we're going to have any issues, honestly. Sideboard, guys, we do have Environmental Sciences, Necrotic Fumes, Start from Scratch, Pest Summoning, Expanded Anatomy, Mascot Exhibition, and Confront the Past. Take a breather. 7 minutes in, there's a lot to go over in this deck, and honestly, let's just play it and see. I think I went over most of the little combos, though. So I want you guys to imagine this line of play before we actually hop into that standard ranked, right? So you could go like... turn 1 Fireblade Charger, turn 2 Body Dropper, right? And then turn 3 Ob Nixilis, sacrifice the Fireblade Charger, and then Body Dropper gets that counter, and then you get 2 Ob Nixilis that you can then +1, and you gain the life because Body Dropper's a devil, and you get to ping something for the 1 from the Fireblade Charger, or it could have been an Eyetwitch too, and maybe off that sacrifice you get a learn. Like, there are absurd lines of play here, and I think it only gets better. Like, you could go Fireblade Charger, Life of Toshiro, right? Swing with a 3/3 Charger, maybe get through, and then on the 3rd turn, +2/+2 on the Fireblade Charger again, maybe swing, maybe get through, maybe not, depends what's on the board. Sacrifice the 3/3 Fireblade Charger to the Ob Nixilis, and now you have 2/3 power Planeswalkers on the board, and that's just nasty. And then you get to ping something for the 3 on the Charger. There's a lot going on. Let's just actually take it into some games here, and I'll show you what I mean, right? There was like an update maybe 1 minute before I started recording, so hopefully they didn't break anything. Looks like we got right into a match though, so that's good news, I guess. Solid first hand. We don't have Ob Nixilis, but this is a good one, guys. We go Eyetwitch into Life of Toshiro, probably. It does completely depend on what they end up playing, though. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, we got some angels, bro. We got some angels. This could be bad. This could turn out bad really fast. The -2 just doesn't hit the Font of Hope over there. The Giada, which I believe I pronounced wrong. Get that 3 in. We don't want them to gain too much life, but unfortunately that was pretty much the best play we could do there. got Vigilance, so they're not afraid. Yeah, Righteous Valkyrie. That is scary, bro. That is very, very scary. So this is good. The second Life of Toshiro lets us get that down. And get rid of the Giada. And then we actually get to... should I have played the Pathway out on black? I probably should have played this out on black. That way we could have saved the Crucible in our hand. Yeah. I think I should have played a land before doing that. What do you guys think? Like, you don't have to save the Crucible in your hand. This is still a perfectly fine line of play. But if I would have played this out on black, I could have used the red source and the double black for the Life of Toshiro, so... Well, Inspiring Overseer is going to die, so that's fun. Life of Toshiro just showing off at this point. Yep, no blocks. Like I said, man, one of my absolute favorites from Neon Dynasty. And yeah, just completely underplayed. So it looks like we would have played the Crucible of Defiance out anyways. My game seems loud. I'm going to turn that down here real quick. There we go. So Requisitioner could come out with a little bit of haste, get ramp us a little bit, and draw us a card. But I don't know if that's necessarily the play here. I think we just go for the swing. And we go for the Fable into the Eyetwitch. Always double check your auto taps too. Make sure they're not messing with you. There's a lot of cards going on here. I hope they're not an Angel deck that runs sweepers. We're going wide for no reason. Okay, Inspiring Overseer. They're back up to 19. Angels are scary, man. They're very, very scary. Okay, I think we are going to discard that Haunted Ridge. That's something else. Oh, yeah, that's perfect, actually. I'll give that example. Like, it's completely okay to sacrifice a Tenacious Underdog to a Fable because it has that Blitz ability. So that's something to consider. So Goldhound has Menace, so it's probably going to be able to get that damage through here. And if they block an Eyetwitch, we can actually get a card to exile the Valkyrie, which is probably the best play. Let's swing. Get that treasure. Let's see what they do here. Trade. That's a good trade. Oh, crap. Yeah, they let the Eyetwitch go through. Good blocks from the opponent for sure. And because we can, we're going to play both of these. Yeah, they don't want to block the Eyetwitch, but I thought maybe if they did, right? Maybe. I still like the full swing there, though. We didn't necessarily want to lose anything else. I think losing the Memory of Toshiro was fine there. Especially if they did decide to get rid of our air power, which I think is actually something to consider for the opponent here. We're getting, like, to the point of the match where they're going to want to start flooding out some Angels, and having Eyetwitches as blockers, or chump blockers, could just mean the death of them really fast. Okay, Goldhound is not the best draw. I would have loved to see an Ob Nixilis here. But obviously that would be an amazing draw, right? So let's go with, I guess now we hold the Eyetwitch back. Now that we know the opponent's not going to block them. Swinging with the Underdog's fine. I don't know about the Toshiro. I think copying the Requisitioner is better than letting it die here. Honestly, man, this is a super tough decision because the Valkyrie just blocks everything. It blocks everything so well. I'm really tempted to full swing, but then this blocks here, right? They probably keep the Giada back. Well, we got a lot of stuff happening. You know what? I'm going for it, man. I'm going for it. They have no idea what's in our hand, and we're to the point of the match where Angels could start to get out of hand a little bit too fast. Luckily, they only have 4 mana right now. I'm going to keep one Eyetwitch back. And if they want to block the memory, we have 1 card in hand. They don't know what it is. They go for the double block on the Goldhound? Oh. They go for the double block on the Toshiro? Oh, yes. Okay, Eyetwitch. Eyetwitch is dying. Haha! Mission accomplished, guys. That's what we were trying to do last time. Vanishing Verse? My Tenacious Underdog. You monster. Okay, so Necrotic Fumes was what we were going for. So we go ahead, and I think it's the Goldhound here. Because you have to exile a creature you control. It's not a sacrifice. And then we just play the other Goldhound. Is it Valkyrie or Giada now? I think it's Valkyrie because it's gaining them too much. But Giada could be ridiculous next turn. Ah, crap. I think it's the Righteous Valkyrie, and we hope that they just don't have more. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna need to draw something here. A Deadly Dispute would be sweet to help us draw into more. 5 mana. Like I said, man, this could get out of hand really fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That has lifelink, man. Crap, I don't have another exile. That was my only one. Maybe we want 2 of those? Crap. Yeah, we need to not draw a land here. Well, I think the opponent has us. This lifelink is going to do us in real fast. We could copy the Requisitioner. What's that going to do, right? We're just going to ramp into nothing. Oh, man. Oh, no. I don't know what to do about that lifelink, guys. So something to consider is double Necrotic Fumes in the sideboard. I didn't think that it would come down to ever having to use 2 of these, but it's looking like that's what we need. Easily full swing. Easy full swing. So we can go Eyetwitch and double block the Giada and hope that they don't have anything. Nice. That actually worked. That actually worked. Oh, man. Yeah, the exile effect from the Forgotten Angel is a little bit ridiculous here, and they have 8 power in the sky, so I mean we pretty much lost regardless, right? We really needed to draw something more. The exile off of the Forgotten Archangel is so this is a good game. And yeah, there was like nothing we could do there. The opponent really pinned us down early on, so I don't think there was anything. Wait, there is one thing, and this is a deck flaw, right? More Necrotic Fumes in the sideboard, so definitely consider that. That's why we test these out. Where else do you guys think I could have done better in that match, right? There was an early swing where I full swung and we lost the first memory of Toshiro, which I don't think it was a bad full swing. Right? I really don't think it was. Not against the board state that we were up against, right? Because, yeah, we could just continue to sit on our hands the whole game or actually start to swing in at some point. So, yeah, double Necrotic Fumes in the sideboard. Consider it. Consider it for sure. Let's hop into the next match and hopefully be able to actually do a bit more aggressive things. There is another option that we could have done last time, and that was just chumped the 5/6 But then the opponent gains, and then what? We survive one more turn, and they still had the Gyata then, and then what's that one more turn gonna do? What are we gonna draw that could possibly get us out of that Angel scenario? Yeah, super tricky one. It's a great hand, man. I'll tell you what, these hands have been really spicy. We're gonna go right into the Body Dropper, because we have a chance of drawing, actually, the Hive tells me I probably just want to do the Hive this turn. That way we still have a turn 3. And go into Tenacious Underdog then. And Tenacious Underdog does chump the Usher pretty well if they've got the, like, the Luminarch stuff. Yeah, we just trade. That's fine. That's fine. Any amount of removal against mono white is probably going to be important. Especially when it can come back. Pretty decent. Pretty decent, honestly. Okay. Well, yep. I was going to say, well, if they plug it into Adversary, we definitely take that out, right? And at this point, we're going to go ahead and start to set up with our Body Droppers here. And we can full swing. The problem is the lifelink off the Adversary. And so we do want to hold something back for that, probably. They might trade. And the Fireblade Charger puts up a good enough threat to where they don't want to play like another Usher at the beginning of their turn. So I think Fireblade Charger is good here, because if they plug it into the Adversary, it blocks and still kills it. Oh, nice, nice. We actually got there. So opponent knew that next turn we could bring out the Tenacious Underdog and potentially full swing, and maybe they missed a third land drop here too. But then when this sacrifices the Body Droppers buff, or we could always sacrifice our own Charger, and yeah, there was a lot of options there. That was sweet. That was a really good hand. Taking down mono white. We just don't know, like, what the opponent had there either, though, so. Maybe the opponent had, like, literally all land in their hand, and they were just like, well, I'm not playing this one out. On to the next one, right? Especially when their games can be so fast. Like, they could just win in a minute or lose in a minute, so maybe that's what they're doing. Pretty slow hand, but I'm not mad at it. And I don't want to mulligan because of it, because, yeah, look at all these. Some burn. I hope we get to see Ob Nixilis today. This is the third match without it, so. Wow. A third Haunted Ridge, huh? Sure, man. Sure, whatever slows us down, I guess. So, this first strike is pretty annoying, so Fireblade Charger is better than the Eyetwitch here. Yes. Yes, please. I mean, the Gatekeeper isn't doing much against us with the instant, so maybe they wanted that to die, but I don't know. So we could play multiple things, or we could just go with like double Eyetwitch this turn and set up for more. I think that's better. Because next turn, then we can play 2 of these cards. Yeah, Den coming down tapped kind of sucks. Everything about the mana so far in this match has been to slow us down, which is a shame. I honestly didn't think that would happen in the deck, but yeah, it definitely slowed us down this game. Do you want to remove my Eyetwitch with your Play with Fire? Yeah, watch this Gatekeeper was just gonna help us the whole game, right? maybe they have burn, and like that's it. Chandra. Okay, wow. We got some mono red action from the opponent, which is awesome. Frostbite. Frostbite. You monster. Confront the Past just kills the Chandra here. Or, Confront the Past for 3, but then we don't get to do, or for 2, sorry. But then we don't get to do anything else. We could Confront the Past. We Confront the Past for 1 and then drop the life of Toshiro and then swing at Chandra, but man, they're just not taking a lot of damage there then. Let's grab the Confront the Past. Ob Nixilis. We did it, guys. We did it. We got there. So I really want to start swinging face here. That Chandra is very scary though. I think it's gonna be Life of Toshiro. +2. Do we ignore the Chandra? I don't think so because it ramps them, but we're able to do so much here. Confront the Past for 1. I guess we get rid of the Chandra. Could do it next turn too, though. Do we want them to have one more turn? Yeah, what the heck, man. What the heck? I'll let them keep their Planeswalker. As long as they return the favor with my Ob Nixilis, right? Let's see what they get. Ooh, Heated Debate. Wow, that hits Body Dropper. Well, we can go +2 into the Eyetwitch. Still a lot of options here. We could just swing face, get the Ob Nixilis down. We could even just blitz the Tenacious Underdog in and full swing at the Chandra. There's a lot of options, guys. I do apologize for taking a second here. X is 3 just does it, and then we just swing and then keep our other creatures back. I think that's fine. X is 3, no, can't keep the Planeswalker around anymore. And then swing at face. I think that's technically the best play, like the most aggressive play as well. And then we can always sacrifice the Memory of Toshiro to the Ob Nixilis next turn, depending on what's going on here. Another Ob Nixilis. Nice. Okay, so we could just double down on Tenacious Underdog because those are pretty good to sacrifice, but since they're keeping open burn here, I'm gonna start with the Ob Nixilis, yeah. We're gonna give it 2 so they can't Spikefield Hazard one of them. Although the Eyetwitch is a great target there, don't get me wrong. So we go, I still don't want one to get Spikefield Hazard. I don't think we need the life here. Let's go plus on both of these. I don't think we need the life or the creature. We'll just keep pinging away at their hand and their life total. If they have like a Reckless Stormseeker or something, you know, more power to them. We have another Ob Nixilis waiting. Ooh, Heated Debate gets rid of one of them. Wow. Heated Debate doing things, huh? Oh, nice. That's sweet, dude. Let's go. They got the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Our Ob Nixilis is a goner. So here is probably where Kazuul's Fury. Oh, that's interesting. I think we might save the Fury. Go Tenacious Underdog. Tenacious Underdog. And I'm gonna keep up the pressure here. We're gonna keep swinging. I think that extra 1 damage is gonna potentially be what does it. That just extra 1 poke every turn. It's kind of a hard deck to play, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as difficult as like a Rakdos Sacrifice build. But there's still a lot of options, a lot of things to consider. I think that first Angel match really showcased that, right? A lot of decisions to be made. Yeah, so being able to... Okay. So another Bloodthirsty Adversary. We do have a great block here. Or we could force swing and then go Ob Nixilis. Ow. We might die next turn if I'm not careful, so we want to be very, very careful here. We have the Goldhound as a potential blocker, but we're going to want to keep the Eyetwitch back too this time round. We go Ob Nixilis. And then this time we do want one of them to be a devil. So we will, I don't know, keep the token around longer, I guess. I mean, I guess that works. So -2. +1. We go back up to 10. They do discard this time. We get the Goldhound down. And then I'm going to save that Kazuul's Fury because it might win us the game. What's their last card in hand? What do you guys think it is? Here's the thing, man. We get to plus Ob Nixilis twice. They need to take these out. They go face. I'm a little bit concerned. I think we will block both of them. Because we don't know what's in their hand, like, at all, so it could just be the death of us here. And we will grab... Let's grab the Expanded Anatomy for some extra damage on the Goldhound next turn. If we don't just Tenacious Underdog. They go for the Royal Eruption. GG opponent. Let's go, guys. We got there against some mono red. I like the opponent's deck, obviously, though, so... Woo, buddy. Hopefully we don't go up against Angels anymore. We're going to go for one more match, and hopefully it's a little bit of a faster one here. Fun deck. I like it. Ob Nixilis is nasty, dude. Completely nasty. I mean, it's just... I mean, you know, everyone says it's good. It's good, you know? If it quacks like a duck, then it still might be a goose, but you never know. What do geese sound like? Now I'm like sitting here questioning my weird little statement. Ooh, that is the first bad hand, and we actually go first here too, so that sucks. Yeah, that's a mulligan. I can't keep that one. This one's better. This one's better. I think we go Eyetwitch. So we can ditch the Goldhound here. Setting up for a turn 2 might be better, actually. Getting this down. I still think it might be Eyetwitch then. Or keeping the Eyetwitch. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of the Goldhound. That's a kind of a tough decision. Okay, Deadly Dispute. Get the body dropper down. Yeah, I'm not mad about the Deadly Dispute. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. We got some serious Rakdos over there. Problem with Blood Tithe is they could just take out the body dropper before we sacrifice. And so it would be a trade either way, but if we swing, we might actually get the 2 damage through. I think we're going to bank off the opponent not wanting that trade. I think that's completely fine. Opponent is thinking. What you got for me, opponent? What you got? Red cat with a red bat today, guys. I love that they let us pick pets for each individual deck. Very nice. Okay, Tenacious Underdog. So this is the Jund or Riveteers, whichever you want to call it. They do go for the trade on the body dropper. Okay. Okay, opponent. We go, got another body dropper. We could just hope, I guess. There might be a trade here, but they could always bring it back. I think that's a worthwhile trade for us, right? Good. They take the damage. Good. Excellent. My plan is all coming together, and they're definitely not gonna just rock Ob Nixilis this turn, or the Chariot. Oh, it's the Chariot. Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. Okay, well, we got a land, so that's good at least. It's gotta be Deadly Dispute, right? I think it's the, I think it's before combat right now. No, there'd still be a double block into the body dropper. We would have to... Let's swing. Try to take out one of their cats or just have them take two, right? Okay. So now we'll do Deadly Dispute and get rid of the Eyetwitch. And what we're looking for is the Exile, which really sucks, but it is what it is, right? Necrotic Fumes. Oh, man. This is going to be an uphill battle, guys. Nice. More land is not going to hurt at all. Get another Fireblade Charger down as a blocker. Okay. Yeah, the big problem here, like, if only Necrotic Fumes said sacrifice a creature instead of exile, you know how good that would be? That would be insane. Like, there would be no question then that we would have two of them in here. Okay, yep, power up the Chariot. Very scary deck that the opponent is playing, guys. There's a reason that a lot of people are playing it, or trying it out at least. Yeah, so Ob Nixilis. And they have 3 Planeswalkers this turn, guys. So, a double block and Chariot? Yeah, I think so. I think so. What really sucks about a double block here is they still have, like, they could still have, like, an Infernal Grasp open or something. It doesn't look like they do. Nice. So Chariot's gone. And I guess we ping... this one, so they can't create a devil without killing one of these? I guess? Pinging one of the other ones, though, would mean, like, next turn we could get a Fireblade Charger through. So we will go ahead and discard a Swamp for one of these. A little bit less damage is going to be okay here. So they, yeah, so they go for the +1 on all of them, and I am going to save this land. But I didn't want any devils this time around. Yeah, that's a tough decision, man. Ob Nixilis being very difficult to play around. Riveteers does take out one of them. That's it, though. It literally just hits one of them. And we want to hit a token. That is brutal, man. Okay, Riveteers Requisitioner. I don't even know. Do we hit one of the other ones? Like, look at all this damage coming through here, too. We have an Eyetwitch as a blocker, but I don't know. Oop. Hit the other token. Wow, does that put you in a sticky situation? You can see why people are going Jund with the Chariot copying Ob Nixilis is insane. It soaks up a bunch of damage, but then also it puts them in such a good position to gain a bunch of life potentially. And just have us lose a bunch of life too. So Life of Toshiro is pretty good here because we can actually swing in and potentially kill this other token next turn, but that depends how much damage we want to take, and depends what they end up doing here too. I don't know if Necrotic Fumes was the best grab here early on. I thought that we were going to need more to take out Chariot, but the trade was offered to us, so we ended up taking that trade instead. Yeah, they probably could have blitzed that down. They could have been super aggressive with that and just blitzed it, and then plussed both of the Ob Nixilis and really put us in a sticky situation. So they're back up to 18. So we did just hit the 40-minute mark, unfortunately, and it does look like this game is going to be wrapped up shortly. I'm just going to take the damage here and see what happens. Okay. Okay, body dropper. So we get to take out the other token, but that has us swinging. This is really bad, guys. Wow, the opponent's deck is insane. Yeah, that was one Ob Nixilis, bro. We're just going to swing here. I believe the opponent has this. I believe they have this. This is my way of conceding. That was all from one Ob Nixilis. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and exile the Tenacious Underdog. Which is fine. And this was the opponent's. Yeah, maybe we could try to survive a bit longer by saving blockers and everything, but it's just, I don't know, man. I don't think it's just not going to work out, you know? Good game, opponent. Good game. GG. Swing in. Opponent. There you go. Yeah, you never know. They might have a quest that, like, has attack with so many creatures. That quest is particularly frustrating for me because there's so many times where you have a bunch of creatures to swing in with and then the opponents concede and it's just like, ah, crap. I'm trying to get this quest done. I only have 2 minutes a day to do my quests. Well, guys, this deck was fun. It didn't do as good as I would have hoped, but against the new decks, which is kind of weird, right? So here it is again, Rakdos Aggro. I don't know how I'm going to get through all of the decks that I made so far. I'm going to try to focus like quality over quantity, but there's just so many decks to go through. Here's the deck list again, and I think that it could go positive. Not extremely positive, not like top of the meta 62% positive, right? But I think you could technically have maybe like a 52% win rate with a deck like this right now. If you go up against the Jund version of this with the chariots and stuff, and it's definitely more mid-range than aggro, then, I mean, you guys just saw it, right? That is a huge uphill battle. And then additionally, any deck that gains a bunch of life, like the Angels did, and Angels also just have big chunky flyers that can block really well. So yeah, Angels, and that's going to be a really tough one too. I think that you might be in good standing against mono white and maybe runes as well. There's a problem with runes too, though. Runes gain a bunch of life, or enchantments in general. It doesn't just have to be runes, right? Enchantment decks have a bunch of lifelink potential, which could be really tough. But that being said, it's going to be tough for any aggro deck, really. So yeah, this was fun, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around the entire video. Y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.